Afternoon, gang. Sorry if I look a little ruffled here and covered in a bit of sawdust. Mrs. P and I were out working in the garage, putting up boards and stuff like that. Decided to come in for lunch and see what's going on. Here we go. All right. Silicon Valley Bank, the 16th largest bank in the country, just failed. What have I been saying for a long time? All right. This is on top of what you had going on the other day with Silvergate Bank. Now I'm going to go into both stories here real quick. Silvergate Bank failed earlier this week because of a bunch of losses that they incurred from trading cryptocurrency. What have I said about crypto? A fool and his money are soon parted. So you now had a bank that has decided, hey, we're going to go and trade a bunch of crypto, lost their ass, and, oh, I'm sorry, the shareholder, the depositors in the bank are the ones left holding the money, holding the bag. Remember this, guys, when you put money in a bank, it's not there, okay? They don't put it all back in a vault in the back and you want to go out and get your 5,000, 10,000, whatever you've got in the bank out. They don't have it, okay? You're loaning the money, loaning your money to the bank for them to do whatever they want to do. So guess what? The bank just said, nope, sorry, we can't pay the bills, just like every other American. You know, that's not every other American, but says, you know, yeah, I can't pay the mortgage, come foreclose on my house. Gee, can't pay the car payment, come repossess the car. Bank's like, nope, you know what? We can't pay our depositors back. Oh, well. Okay? So now you have Silicon Valley Bank, and I'll link this below so you guys can read this, all right? This happened this morning. The FDIC has gone in and seized all the assets of Silicon Valley Bank and basically took possession of all the deposits at the bank. The bank had $209 billion in assets and $175.4 billion at the time of the bank failure, okay? Now, nobody knows how much is gone, how much of that is above the $250,000 FDIC insurance threshold, okay? But remember this, if you can't get your money from the bank, FDIC has 99 years to pay you back, all right? Now, anybody that's a fool would have more than $250,000 in a bank and not be covered by insurance, but I don't think that's a problem a whole lot of us have to worry about, okay? Silicon Valley didn't play the crypto market so much. They played the tech market. Mind you, Silicon Valley Bank, okay? So what are they? They know the Facebooks and the Ciscos and the Intels and the Apples and everything like that. If you paid attention to the stock market any, and I've talked about it a couple of times, the tech market has been tanking like crazy. Well, the bank lost a boatload of money, and now they don't have the money to give to their depositors. So FDIC came in and said, we're seizing all the assets. Why? Because they want to prevent a bank run. All right? This is when you start worrying about your money. This is why I have said for months and months and months, have cash at home, have your money in gold and silver, only have enough money in the bank to pay your bills. All right, this is the deal, because I'm betting somebody on this channel, there's 98,000 of you, somebody had an account at Silicon Valley Bank who just lost their ass on a Friday afternoon finding out, oh, gee, guess what? I don't have any access to any of my money, and I don't know, gee, I need to go buy groceries, or my car payments due, or the electric bills due, or whatever. And you're calling up the electric company going, sorry, I can't pay you, FDIC just took all my money, all right? This is what's going on. This is not just domestic, guys, all right? If any of you guys watch Inside Russia, Konstantin's channel, you've heard me talk about him quite often, all right? You have the same issue going on over in Russia. People are pulling their money out of not only the banks in Russia, they are pulling their money out of Russia altogether because of the worry that the banks are that you're not going to be able to keep your money. 2022, according to what Constantine was saying the other day, $250 billion. Okay, a lot of money of private deposits have been taken out of Russian banks and put into, pick something, German, Swiss, the Cayman Islands, wherever the hell Russians put their money when they get it out of the United States, okay, or out of Russia. Let's hope they didn't say, hey, you know what, here's a good idea, let me go put my money in Silicon Valley Bank. This is why it's so important. That's 2 this week, guys, okay? This is the largest bank failure in the United States since Washington Mutual collapsed during the 2008 financial crisis. Y'all remember that one, right? Okay. If you have a pulse, we'll give you a mortgage. Remember what happened to Lehman Brothers? All right. This is it. Guys, I'm dead serious when I'm saying this. Do not have a lot of money in a bank. Okay. And again, I know there's people that watch this channel on all spectrums of the income level, wealth level, whatever you want to call it, okay? You need to have your money somewhere else because the banks aren't safe. You look at everything that's going on overseas right now. I don't know, pick a country, Lebanon, right? Remember what happened there 6 months ago, whatever, that none of them had any money? There was a woman who actually got arrested for trying to rob a bank, and her defense was, I wasn't trying to rob the bank, I was trying to get my own money. Okay, this is what's going on in California today. People can't get their money. Imagine you freaking out, going onto your bank account, go tap, 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 tap on your computer and goes, account frozen. Or can't get, I mean, this is it. They can't log into their bank account. They can't see anything. Any checks they've got out there, boing. Okay, any bills that they've got on recurring payments or whatever, not happening. This is it, guys. The collapse is beginning. I mean, what's this going to do to the stock, okay? Anybody who owned stock in Silicon Valley Bank, you just lost your ass, okay? You don't get that back. There is no FDIC insurance or anything like that for stock, you know. It goes up, you make money. It goes down, you lose money. It goes to zero, you lose everything, okay? This, you know, the old joke in the industry is, you know, I can make a lot more than 100% return on my money, but I can only lose 100%. Okay, yeah, that's true. Yes, you can lose everything. And there are people today on a Friday afternoon who get to go home to their family tonight and say, I'm sorry, guys, we can't pay the bills. Not by any fault of their own, but because their bank went under. Protect yourself, guys. Cash at home, gold and silver, whatever. If you don't hold it, you don't own it. Please never forget that. Pinball out.